Ryan, Black Girl Magic thumbnail is takeover. I saw everybody speculating. They're really mad at you, Ryan. Ryan is the Chief Diversity, Inclusion, and Representation Officer for Friday Night Tights.
So, yeah, I'm the only one who actually fucking cares about stories involving black people, clearly. I'm the only one that'll put them in the thumbnail. You're welcome.
Oh, man. So everybody's wanting Sydney Sweeney. You know, come on, Ryan. Give the audience what they want.
She ain't black.
Here we go.
Black Girl Magic.
Every Ryan thumbnail. That's what every Ryan thumbnail is. But good morning, everyone. Welcome into Geeks Gamers Daily. And yes, we have a lot of Black Girl Magic to talk about today, apparently. I'm sure a lot of you watched Tuesday night's main event. And you saw us discussing the latest controversy with Black Girl Gamers threatening to sue not only that Park Place, but also anyone that even shares the article. Anyone that shares the article, they're going to legally go after all of you. So how you feel about that, Ryan?
It's gonna, I imagine it's gonna bankrupt this company, so go for it. if that's actually what they're going to do.
Yes.
It's gonna be a little bit tough for them because it's not like the article went super hard.
No.
You know, it's not like the article went super hard on them and literally was just based off one of their tweets, which is funny. Like a tweet that specifically said, hey, we're looking at black female content creators to do Dungeons and Dragons stuff for us. Reach out. So like that's what it was based off of. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over how, oddly enough, about a month after they put out that first tweet calling for black female content creators, they put out a tweet asking for content creators of all backgrounds, probably because there weren't enough black women that like D&D to get interested enough to do it. That's like my guess as like what happened. And now they're having a meltdown. And the reason this is happening is because of all the backlash they're getting right now.
Yes.
It's because they're getting ratioed. It's because they're getting destroyed. It's because everyone's calling them out. That's why they're forced in this position to claim that they're going to threaten to file legal action against that Park Place.
Yes.
If they weren't getting fucking annihilated, you know, probably wouldn't happen. But
yeah, and I mean, ultimately, it's what they're trying to do is they're trying to intimidate other people at this point. Now they're basically like it's about when you're called a racist or a sexist or a bigot. It's all meant to like make you second guess it. Like maybe I shouldn't say anything because I don't want to. They have no power. They have absolutely no power whatsoever. This is absolutely insane. And yeah, this is just another day in Gamergate 2, which is just fantastic to watch. I love watching all of this play out. You've got games journalists just giving us gold every single day on Twitter. And while hating Elon Musk's guts, yet giving us absolute gold on Elon Musk's platform because they are addicted to it. And also I guess we've got some more Star Wars news. Did the Acolyte did they turn around, man? Did they get a positive ratio now? It's all positive now?
No, but they got a couple more likes. It's almost up to 200,000 likes now.
How many dislikes?
Closing in on 600,000 dislikes, unfortunately.
Man, what did Rings of Power have? Do you remember what that number was on that main Rings of Power trailer?
It was a lot, dude. It was like, wasn't it like 2 million?
Jeez.
Or something.
I get it. I can't remember. I know it was insane.
Power trailer.
I feel like it was in the millions.
It was a teaser, right? It was like it was a teaser trailer for the Super Bowl. It wasn't the official trailer.
And we go back to, I really thought that I was shocked that the Acolyte trailer got ratioed.
1.9 million.
Woo, woo. Yikes.
Whoa, 1.9 million. That's a lot, dude.
Damn. That is wild. Will the Acolyte get that eye up there? Probably not.
No. What was the Marvels at? The Marvels was
really bad too.
It was like a million or something.
We need, you know what we need?
Bro, the Marvels only had 378,000 downvotes.
Really?
That's crazy.
You know, You know what we need? I see you, Jessica, in the chat. We need to kind of compile a list of like some of the great ratioed trailers in the last few years, so we can reference them every time. So like Rings of Power, the Marvels. What was that one? That Seth Rogen thing that Chris Gore sent you. What was that? The Christmas deal. What was it?
Santa Inc.
Santa Inc. Didn't that get like that was horrible, wasn't it? That
was like a 1.3. Well, the trailer itself is pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Little Mermaid. Did a Little Mermaid get ratioed pretty bad? Infinite Warfare was another one. Did Infinite Warfare get ratioed?
I think the Little Mermaid trailer got ratioed. Let's see. It's hard to remember some of these things.
Chat, you got Jessica in the chat. So
oh my God, the Little Mermaid, 2.8 million dislikes.
Holy crap. Holy crap.
Whoa.
So you got to give I don't know if Jessica will do it, but I'm sure somebody can on the site, but you know, we give some suggestions in the chat for glorious ratios over the years, because I would like for us, and we could always add to the list, but I would like for us to have that documented, so that way future references we can kind of look and see like, hey, how did this compare to that? So Little Mermaid had 2.8 million.
That's on the official trailer. It was 3.7 million on the teaser. That's a lot of dislikes.
That's a lot of dislikes right there. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a lot of dislikes.
And on top of that, we here at Geeks and Gamers are solely responsible for every dislike on every trailer that has any minority characters.
Have you ever got ratioed on any video, Jeremy?
No.
I've gotten ratioed. I got ratioed on my... Ironically, the only two videos I've ever been ratioed on were...
Hang on, let me correct it. I did on the one, me and you, the Martin Scorsese. It was on the Clips channel.
That's true.
Yeah, but not like...
I don't even include that one for myself. That is all on you.
Yeah. But like on Geeks and Gamers or D-Day Cobra, I've never been ratioed. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, so obviously the famous one, the Batman trail or the Batman review, that did get ratioed. But my other one that just barely got ratioed was a Cyberpunk video I made where it was like 6 months before the release, where it looked like they had promised something for the game and they had removed all of it. And I basically said, hey, they're lying to you. There's something not right going on here. They probably need more time before it gets released. I got fucking destroyed by CD Projekt Red fanboys, and people are like, you don't know what you're talking about. And then I was completely and totally vindicated when Cyberpunk came out and it was a fucking disaster on release. And so then I made a video using the exact same fucking thumbnail, and I just gloated the entire time, and I put it out like immediately after. Still got some heat, but whatever. That one pissed me off. The Batman one didn't, because that was just getting shared around on Twitter and Reddit or whatever. I couldn't care. The CD Projekt Red, the Cyberpunk, that pissed me off, the fact that it got ratioed when I was right the entire time.
Two of the most consistent bad ratios I'll get, like we're talking like 80%, world or whatever. It's whenever I defend Dave Filoni, which I don't do anymore, obviously, and when I've defended Zack Snyder, which I obviously don't do anymore. But it was almost like the same kind of like, backlash I would get for those two, for different reasons, obviously. But and that was before, when I say defending, this is before like the whole thing went down. This is actually like when the Snyder Cut was released, and I think there was that clip of Snyder like talking about like he's talking to a fan about like the Batman killing and all that stuff, and I don't remember, but I defended him on that, and I had a lot of people like mad at me. So, but yeah, one of these days we'll see.
It might.
I thought I might get ratioed. Yes. Well, I kind of technically got ratioed by Angry Joe yesterday on Twitter. I thought I was gonna my DEI Baltimore's mayor DEI comment. I was like, I'm probably gonna get crushed on this one. But
what did you say?
Well, it was somebody just like, this is Baltimore's mayor. So I just quote tweeted and I said, Netflix presents Baltimore's mayor.
Yeah, Baltimore's mayor, he looks like he's 22 years old. Yeah. Looks like he just looks like he plays college basketball or something, and the mic just rolled out for a press conference. It was really weird.
Oh man, I have been ratioed on Twitter, but I've never been ratioed on YouTube on the main channels anyway. But yeah, that one was it Killers of the Flower Moon? Is that the name of it? Yeah, and I didn't like Leo. Did anybody watch that fucking movie, by the way? Like, it didn't do well, did it?
It didn't do well box office wise, but like it was again one of those Apple ones that they paid $200 million to have it on Apple or whatever, and then decided to release it in theaters as well. I don't know what it did box office wise. Obviously, critical acclaim, it did very well.
Yeah.
Didn't that people got really upset that the Indian woman who co-starred in it didn't win Best Actress. They got triggered that Emma Stone won instead. The Oscars.
Valiant Renegade. Starting a legal defense fund for black girl gamers out of sheer pity, and me being a total dick. Still waiting for that process server, by the way. Yeah. So Valiant starting them a pity illegal fund. Yeah. So this whole thing, we had a Valiant Renegade on last night and John F. Trent. Shout out to those guys. Talking about this whole black girl gamers story, which we're going to talk about very soon here, in just a few minutes. But this whole thing is getting out of control, and I don't expect any of this stuff to slow down. I expect the Gamergate stuff to continue moving forward. You're going to your activists they have their claws all in the gaming world right now, and they basically, you're seeing a great opportunity to play fake victims, while saying really horrible things about gamers, about white people. Just whatever. I don't know if you saw this morning the tweet that I posted that everybody's calling me racist.
It's kind of edgy.
I know
it's mostly the last panel. That's
I'll share it right now. Fuck it. Like, that's racist. Here we go. Well, first, this is what his response to this person quote.
Did he block you?
Yes. Yeah. It's incredibly telling that the quote tweets are once again full of knuckle-dragging, bigoted white men. Sorry, quote, real gamers who do nothing but try and fight progress in the gaming space. It's pathetic. Black girl gamers don't owe anyone any kind of apology or statement or apology. So I quote tweeted with this. I think it's pretty funny.
I mean, it is hilarious, but it is like also pretty, fucking white people. White people, please help. Hey, that's my bike. Like, it's the last one that, you'll catch some heat for.
I don't give a shit about being called a racist on Twitter. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah, imagine if you had said, I'm tired of knuckle-dragging black men coming out.
I know, that's my point.
Imagine, like, if I'd said, I'm tired of low-IQ, knuckle-dragging black dudes coming out and simping for fat fucking black girl gamers. Yep. Like, what would the response be? That's what he said.
And all of this comes down to hypocrisy. This is all about hypocrisy. Do I care that there's a group called black girl gamers that exist? No. In isolation, don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. They can exist. They can create whatever environment they want, whatever community they want. They can create whatever games they want. They're allowed to play whatever game. I don't give a shit. The point is that if that existed in the opposite, if white boy gamers was a thing and they were talking about how we're looking for white guys to be in our D&D group, they would get absolutely annihilated. That's the problem, is the hypocrisy in the situation. So that's what, we continue to call out.
Yeah. And this is where all of the black girl gamer stuff, I think, really started, because in the aftermath of the Kotaku hit piece, in the aftermath of Sweet Baby Inc. starting a harassment campaign against Kabrutus to try to take down his Steam group that completely backfired on them, black girl gamers decided they wanted a part of the victimhood as well, put out this statement and got absolutely destroyed for it. The amount of harassment we've had recently due to this Gamergate 2 is not surprising. Gamers that thought the industry revolved around them and their comforts are now realizing it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. I can't believe that gamers would like imagine that the game industry should revolve around the customers, the audience, them, the people that are actually buying and playing these games. What a crazy thought. The audacity of gamers to think that. Whereas these people probably feel like the entire industry should revolve around them. Fat, black, gay activists, right?
Yep.
That's who you think that the industry and your comforts should literally revolve around. That's the entire point of your fucking group. Anyway, we've had emails, comments, and threats, but you know what? We're not going anywhere. They got fucking destroyed. Look at this. 1.2 thousand comments to 600 likes. Got ratioed by a lot of different people in the replies. But that led to an article getting published right here. Forspoken consultant Black Girl Gamers appears to discriminate in their hiring practices while claiming they're being harassed. Now, we've used that Park Place before. We've read John F. Trent articles for a long time. I wanted to do my due diligence, Jeremy. I wanted to make sure, hey, maybe it didn't say appears to discriminate. Maybe the headline was something like crazier or more wild when it originally got published and they tried some sneaky shit. Not that I don't trust them or anything, but I was just, let me check. Well, I checked the very first archive that was taken a day after this happened. The article has not changed. All right,
changed at all.
There's no change to the headlines, no change any of the shit in there. It's the same fucking article. And it's all about this. Let's see if I can find it. It's about this specific tweet, right? Appears to discriminate when they said something like this. Looking for Black women content creators that make D&D content for some potential brand work. Hit us up. Now, Jeremy, what would happen if you tweeted out, you went to the Geeks and Gamers Twitter account, which you never tweet from, it's run by somebody else. But imagine you went there, you log in, and you say, hey, we're looking for white male writers for the website. Hit us up.
Yep.
What do you think?
My goodness. It would be a ratio beyond belief. We would be canceled. We would be kicked off platforms. The only place we would be is Rumble after that tweet right there. That would be the only place we would be. It would be absolutely horrific. It would be career suicide for Geeks and Gamers if I did something like that.
Yeah. And if you decided to, and if you push that, again, this is for Black women content creators to make Dungeons & Dragons content for some potential brand work. Who knows exactly what that's for? They are not just a consultancy agency. They also do some content. They also almost are like a talent agency in ways for Black female gamers. So who knows? Who knows exactly the specifics? So that's why it says it appears that they're discriminating in this entire thing. Because guess what? You can't do that. You can't put out a call for just one type of person to come work for you. That is not okay. It's a violation of the Civil Rights Act if those actually are your hiring practices. That has all led to this. They are saying that they are suing thatparkplace.com about about the allegations of discriminatory hiring practices on Black girl gamers. You guys went over this last night with both Valiant Renegade and John Trent. What was your takeaway from that conversation, Jeremy?
I mean, again, I kind of repeat what I just said earlier today, but I mean, as they said last night, at the time of the stream, they have not been contacted directly by any legal representation from Black girl gamers, and I don't think that that's changed from last night to today.
Yeah. And to be fair, it has been less than 24 hours since this tweet. So
yes, and I think Legal Mindset made some comments on this on Twitter. I don't know if you have that pulled up, but ultimately, what this all comes back to is trying to get people intimidated. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to intimidate people from continuing to criticize them because, as Ryan said earlier, this is all about them being ratioed and getting a ton of backlash. So they're trying to minimize that by intimidating people like, hey, you better stop talking about it, so we're going to sue you. That's what they are trying to do, and it's laughable. And there's Legal Mindset right there.
Yeah. You know what the funny part is? I was originally planning on making a video about this, and I never got to it. And by the time I was like, I got some time. It was like a week later, and I was like, fuck it. Not even going to talk about it. Now, you just gave me an excuse to fucking talk about you.
Yep.
Congratulations. So by trying to minimize it, again, trying to bury this shit, you have done harm to yourself once again. And I think the funniest part about this, which I don't know if you guys talked about at all last night, but because I was going through their Twitter to find some shit. And after this was made on February 19th. Looking for Black women content creators to make up D&D content. Please reach out, blah, blah, blah. About a month later, Looking for content creators that make Dungeons and Dragons content for some potential brand work. Hit us up. FYI, this is for content creators of all backgrounds. All right. So someone replies, why couldn't you find any black D&D players? So now you're having to ask for help. You know, it's bad when you have to state you're looking for people who aren't just black. And that's the thing. Like, I'm fully convinced that they could not find anybody that replied to them. They couldn't find any black women who are invested enough in Dungeons and Dragons, or a black female Dungeons and Dragons content creator. So they actually had to ask for other people.
Yes.
But if they claim, again, I'm not going to go through this entire thing, but they claim that they are very diverse and that they hire people of all backgrounds and blah, blah, blah. Right. And they say it's easily findable. You might do that, right? You might have done work with, partnering with other people or something for some big events. But when it comes to like your specific thing, it's tough to make that argument. When you look at their website, like it's called Black Girl Gamers, right? It's about black women. It's about making black women safe. It's about empowering black women in gaming. When you look at their FAQs, you can't even join their community unless you're a woman. Doesn't say anything about if you're white. But like everything, there's not a single fucking white person to be found in all of this shit. So the idea that it's easily findable, that you're not just involved with black or minority voices, is kind of a reach.
Yes.
100% minority operated. 100% minority operated. What does that mean? Does that mean that I don't know, just the people who are officially employed with you are all minorities? Is that what that means? Because that would imply there's some discrimination going on. But this is why, when you're just speculating based off their tweets and their actions, I feel like it's going to be really tough for anybody to award damages for something like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and as we talked, like Malcolm brought up last night, and I know many other people have too, but like the whole defamation deal is a very, very difficult thing to prove damages on and all of that. Like there's a lot that goes into that. And again, I don't think that they have a serious bone in their body about trying to sue anyone. I think this is all an intimidation tactic, because this is what happens. It's the victim mentality. You go out there and you make horrible accusations towards people, or generalize gamers, or generalize people, and then you get a lot of backlash for it. And the every single time is to play the victim, and that's what they're doing right now. So I do not think that this goes anywhere. This is laughable. And what you have done now is you have made a already bad situation for yourself significantly worse, because now the amount of videos that are going to be made about this, now the amount of people that are going to be talking about this and tweeting about this is going to be even bigger now. It's going to be absolutely insane, and they deserve all of it. I think that, and if we saw Cabrutus, he tweeted out, about this, and I retweeted him, and I mean, Cabrutus is on top of all this stuff, and it's great to see what he's doing. But his tweet specifically, if I can find it, is right here. What is happening right now with Black Girl Gamers does not scare me nor my team, and we will continue on the road we have traced with Sweet Baby Inc. soon. Sweet Baby Inc. soon to be DEI detected. So it won't be, so it's not just Sweet Baby Inc. detected, it's DEI detected. And it says, you attack one of us, you get to deal with all of us. And that right there is kind of the whole theme to this whole situation, is that if all of the nerds and the geeks and the gamers stand together, and that's what's happening right now, it feels like the activists have finally ran into the wrong group of people. They've ruined Marvel, they've ruined Star Wars, they've ruined so many things, ruined comics, and for a while they've been in the gaming industry too. But they finally have overstepped, and it seems like gamers are like, we're not going to put up with this shit, and people are coming together, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it all started when they tried to false flag somebody, right? They started a harassment campaign. Sweet Baby Inc. did it against somebody who, and it would be one thing if they were running some kind of ops or whatever. It was a list about letting people know what game Sweet Baby Inc. worked on. the same thing that's like available on their website.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same as the people who get upset when libs of TikTok simply take something that you put on Twitter and says, hey, look at what, or you put on TikTok, says, hey, look at what these freaks are putting out.
Yep.
How dare you do this? How dare I show you what they're putting out publicly anyway?
Yep.
And that's how we are where we are.
It ain't going away. It's only going to get worse. And did you see the one chick, the one that was talking about white people microaggressions and all that? She deleted her Twitter account. Did you see that one?
Danny Lalanders?
Yeah, she deleted her Twitter account. Yeah, here, I tweeted out about it. Ryan doesn't follow me on Twitter.
Now, to be fair, I just wanted to put one thing out there. There are some people who think that this woman works with black girl gamers. That is not the case. I just wanted to put that out there.
She did work with Sweet Baby Inc. for a limited amount of time, and then she was involved with the Black Panther game. After her other game, was it Validate? Is that what the name of the game was? Validate. So right here, the reason I noticed this is I was looking on my Twitter feed, and I noticed that when I looked at this quote tweet of hers, it says this post is from an account that is no longer exists. And that was the quote tweet where she was quote tweeting the video from Libs of TikTok,
which she was saying that this is not true, blah blah blah. Yeah,
right.
And
yeah,
like I thought that was clearly just like I imagine she was told by her company to probably EA or whoever she's working for right now in that Black Panther thing, said you need to make a statement about this. That's why I think that tweet happened to begin with. And it was just all fucking lies. You can see it in the video.
Yep.
So now she's just gone into hiding.
Yeah, so now she's just she's gone into hiding, and again, man, like it's a real simple. Don't be racist. Don't attack gamers. Don't do the very things that you accuse everyone else of doing, and you probably won't have any problems on the internet, really, outside of a few trolls here or there. But when you're actively going out there,
and if you're gonna be racist, don't call everybody else out for being racist. That's the thing. Maintain your standards.
Exactly. Let's let everybody be equal opportunity racism. Okay, just let it all exist. At the end of the day, man, those that preach the loudest have the most to hide. It's really that simple. So let's read some super chats.
Obi-Wan John, what's up, Obi-Wan John, for $20, and then gives 5 Geeks and Gamers.
There we go. Shout out. Thank you.
Thank you, Obi-Wan John. The Diddler. I didn't know it was gonna be Diddy. Look at that shit. It says hail. Hail the Diddler. That fucking Diddy shit is wild, man. Like,
listen, man.
I really want to see. I really want to know all the black rappers that have been having fucking gay sex at Diddy's home. I want the fucking list.
I talked about this last night. I saw an interview. This was after Tupac, got killed, and they were talking to Suge Knight. And Suge Knight said, if you listen to a lot of the comments in a lot of Tupac songs, especially on Machiavelli, he called out a lot of people. And there were other songs, like some of his other albums that came out after the fact. He took a lot of shots at Dre and Jay-Z. He specifically says Jay-Z's gay in his song.
I've seen some people that are saying Jay-Z's next.
Yeah. And Tupac was always like calling people out. Like Tupac still, to me, is the greatest rapper of all time. I mean, talent-wise, Eminem probably is the most talented lyricist. But to me, Tupac was just ahead of his time. He was smart as hell. He was putting stuff out there, and I guarantee you, like, if he was still here today, he would be calling these fools out. But it was Dre, Jay-Z, and I think Nas. I think he called Nas out too in Machiavelli, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think this whole thing is going to this is a lot. And like 50 Cent is just 50 Cent's like basically the modern day Tupac right now. Like he's calling everybody out, dude. It's wild.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I think that the Every black rapper did not kill themselves. We'll just put it that way. But we'll see what happens. Dark Side Doug, member for 5 months. Hail G&G, the Fellowship in the 199. Thank you, Doug.
Hail. We got a 50. Let me see if I can find it. Where's this at?
Nice.
50 from Dubby Nanners. 50 says, for 10 years, we've put up with their nonsense. 10 years of dealing with whiny babies coming into our space, ruining our games. They came into our home and ruined everything we love and have the audacity to tell us to leave. We built this industry. That's what's up right there. And that's exactly what is going on, man. With getting to know Cabrutus, and Grums obviously is out there just crushing it and seeing everybody. I'm seeing so many new channels out there, people growing their platforms. It does feel like The Last Jedi all over again from that perspective. I'm seeing a lot of new content creators. This week we're actually, and I'm not going to like, one thing I want people to know for like Geeks Gamers Daily, we're not going to like do a whole lot of like in advance notices of like what we're going to do, but like we are going to have guests on like this week, this Friday, actually expect to see someone, but normally we're not going to make any announcements. We just want you to be surprised every time Daily starts, like, oh shit, look who's here. Look who's hanging out with G&G. But you know, there's a lot of cool creators out there that are getting notoriety that they deserve. So I'm happy to see it.
Too Olgy to assault. Think you mean too ugly. We meet again, Jeremy. Thank you, too Olgy. Mikey likes it. Member for 5 months. All hail. Y'all are I with me. Black Girl Magic. Cole Hauser for 2. Thanks, Ryan, for being my blackie. 199 Yo Joe. Praise Allah. You're welcome, Cole Hauser. Gary's Beard Dingleberries for 5. Jay forgot what to do at G&G Scream event, and Ryan could only whisper after screaming at waiters all day. Tobias for 10 finally got a full recording of Ready or Not with Red and our buddy Riho, but we also kept calling each other by our real names, so editing needed. We aren't G&G level, but I hope it's entertaining.
Hell yeah, man.
Riho.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you got to make sure you call yourself your furry names. Joker's Disciple for 5. If Beardo spent less time saying my name and more time on leg day, he could take Rip on the court. Hey, Ryan, you play Helldivers yet, you pasty bum? I have not. I've not.
Thursday. Ryan, me, Jay, and Beardo. We're playing Helldivers Thursday.
What was
Thursday
that?
Night.
9 Eastern, right?
9 Eastern. Yeah, 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
All right. I can play for 2 hours, so I'll play Helldivers.
Fuck that. No, you're playing for longer.
No, I'm not. I specifically scheduled something 2 hours after. So
you're gonna cancel it after you play Hell. You're like, I can't walk away from this game. I can't.
Well, maybe I'll come back after, but we'll see. No Comprendo for 5. GG2 is like G Prime 85's D&D comic, getting the second part on the consequences of not gatekeeping. GJJ, member for 25 months. Hail all. Thank you very much. Derek PG Beller for 199. Look up Rebecca Black's Friday ratio. Yeah, that was probably legendary. For a while. That was the most disliked one ever, right? So like a YouTube rewind.
Was that the most downvoted video ever? I mean, I know it was like famously, hated. And I think it turned into where it was hated, and then people just were like, we kind of appreciate this because we hated it so much, type of thing.
It only has 4.5 million.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Rewind. Was it 2018? YouTube Rewind 2018?
Justin Bieber's Baby. Justin Bieber's Baby was the most downvoted, I think, until that YouTube Rewind.
What? Really?
Justin Bieber. Yeah. It was also like the most liked and hated. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like it had so much interaction. A
2018 YouTube Rewind. That's the one with the Will Smith.
Yeah.
That has 20 million dislikes.
Woo.
God.
At one point in time, didn't PewDiePie have like one of the most downvoted videos because that was his goal? He made the video specifically to have like he wanted like at least 1 million. I know. I can't remember. Yeah.
I don't remember. Andrew for 2,500. Apparently calling something DEI is equivalent to the N-word. So what up, my DEIs? What's up? What's so funny?
Marcus Brownlee. You remember Marcus Brownlee?
Marquez Brownlee.
Marcus Brownlee. Marcus Brownlee.
Did somebody say it like that? What's that from?
Didn't that's what Will Smith said, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't. Did he pronounce it like that?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that. Yes.
I don't remember that part. Mark Ass Brownlee.
Oh,
last time I saw something from him, he was doing like some massive partnership with Ridge Wallet or something.
Who? MKBHD?
I thought so, yeah.
Last I heard, he was doing like, he does like Tesla like reviews and stuff. Like he did like a Cybertruck review. Like he's crushing it, man. Oh man. Mark Ass Brownlee.
Mark Ass Brownlee. I swear I saw some shit about him in a big partnership with Ridge, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. We got that. We got Valiance. Hello, all my N-words for $5. Knee.
Oh, no.
Grow. Congrats on 300K, Ryan. Jeremy's a fig, but I'm rocking a 199 backpack, so maybe I shouldn't throw shade. Well, see you later, my nerdas.
Thank you.
Thanks. Maybe Chewbacca's hairy dick for $2.99. Hey, Ryan and Jeremy. Hope you have a good daily. Thank you. That looks like me very poorly photoshopped onto a furry. It could not be worse than that. Darth Queefius. I jacked off to Salacious Crumb to mourn Star Grift. Yeah, this is a very family-friendly show today.
Always is.
Thank you, Darth Queefus. Matthew Hammond for 5. I did not have normie video game YouTuber RGT85 being radicalized against video game journalists on my 2024 bingo card. His video on Polygon is funny.
Yeah, I haven't. I saw he uploaded a video on Polygon. I haven't watched it yet. So, and he's never going to follow me on Twitter. So I've just accepted it.
Given up.
Yeah, I've just accepted it.
Ministry of Wrong Think for 20. Last night's Valiant and Trent G&G, that Park Place crossover was way better than any MCU cameo. Strongly recommend Trent Valiant, WW Pro, J. Jonas Campbell. Love you guys too. Just wish the new guy respected my name as much as my cock.
Yeah, he kept Beardo kept saying Ministry of Wrong Thinking, and we're like, it's not wrong thinking, it's wrong think. And he's like, well, it's supposed to be wrong thinking. No, it's not. What is wrong with you? Yeah.
Tomac for 20. At this point, it's looking like the Gamergate crap just skipped. You mess with a bull, you get the horns, and just went to, why'd you wake the damn horde? Thank you, Tomac.
Is that right, Steph? I wonder why he follows an attractive female on Twitter. Shocking. Maybe I'll just change my profile to a AI chick.
He follows me on Twitter. You can check. It's true.
I'll just get an AI image and change my profile, and he'll follow me.
Yeah, just do like one of the sex change photos that people have done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll do that.
Pitland 44 for 20. Hey, gents, been thinking about this for a while. Fandom is dead. We have to stop seeing ourselves as fans and see ourselves as paying customers. That's how we reclaim the narrative. Cheers. God bless. Thank you, Pitland.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, fan is short for fanatic, and there is this kind of idea that fans will eat up anything that's presented to them, and I think that has been the case for a long time, but it is shifting, and Star Wars is a classic example of that, because there should be no scenario where Star Wars isn't just crushing it in every aspect if you're doing things the right way. But even with Star Wars and Marvel, people are just not eating that up anymore.
Hey, we just got an update on Black Girl Gamers. From a Black Girl Gamer. It's Gothics. As a former Black Girl Gamers member, I can confidently say these people are full of crap. They do not care about diversity. They promptly kicked me out for being anti-black, aka not making an idol out of my skin color and refusing to hate white people.
Damn. Look at there.
Damn.
Gothics. Shout out to Gothics. Holy crap. Look at that.
Look at that. An actual black girl gamer who is part of the group Black Girl Gamers who was kicked out because she refused to hate white people.
Damn. Hail Gothics.
I wonder if the next tweet from them will be like, we're also looking into hiring legal counsel for this.
Yeah. This is falling apart, man. This is falling apart for them. And again, it was always going to be the case because they don't care about gaming. They don't care. They actually hate gamers. They hate gaming. They hate the entire industry. They hate the culture surrounding it. And now you're seeing them be exposed for the people that they are, which is just they hate white people. They despise white people, and they hate you if you're a video game player.
Anyway, let's catch up with some more of these. Scott McKenzie, hail Jeremy199, Ryan in chat. The racial obsession industry is so sad that it's Disney minus Star Wars, but at least Shogun is excellent. Weekly model, Jeremy. I'm not caught up on Shogun. I'm like 3 episodes in, but I do like it.
What's on
Hulu?
Platform? It's on Hulu. Okay, see, I don't have Hulu.
The problem with it is I can't do anything else and watch that because it's almost all in fucking Japanese with subtitles. So I can't do anything else. I can't even look at my phone. Like I have to strictly be looking right at the TV, which I have to set aside time to fucking do that these days, you know? The Exalted Patriarch, remember for 10 months. That dude is Lizan Al Gabe. Thank you. Andy from the UK for 5. Hey guys, hope you're both well. I've been busy working hard on my YouTube channel, AJ Goss Trains. I have 891 subscribers. Loving it. Take care. AJ Goss Trains.
What's up, Andy from the UK in the house? It's been a long time since I saw you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you, brother.
Bushin Ryu Cat for 5. Thank you. Tobias next for 5. Wasn't there a show called The Whitest Kids You Know? Can you imagine the hell it would catch if it was The Blackest Kids You Know? I'd watch that show. Figure Nagget for 199. Theory wouldn't say my name, but Ryan stepped up. I got you. I'll find a way to say it.
I had to be very careful when I said that one.
I say it with force. Figure Nagget. Like,
yeah, you do.
As long as you just like the way you're gonna make a mistake if you're like cautious. You know what I mean? Like if you just go for it, you're good. Blake Barrett for 2. Let's see if we can ratio this video on YouTube. Let's not.
This
today.
one.
Tom, remember when it used to at 1,000 dislikes or 1,000 likes, it would like crash the stream?
Yeah.
What was that shit?
So that was when I was on my phone. When I would stream from only on Android, I would stream from Android, and when my stream would hit 1,000 likes, it would crash the stream at 1,000 likes. And then there was this, I would be streaming and I would be watching my likes, and I'm sitting here going, hey guys, when I'd get to like 850 likes, I'm like, don't like the video until like towards the end, because it will crash the stream. And then there was one time where I actually got the audience to give me 1,000 dislikes just to see if 1,000 dislikes would crash it. And 1,000 dislikes didn't crash it. I was like, what the fuck? I got 1,000 dislikes for nothing. So
Tommy No Figure. Look at that. Dehumanizing white men is racist. Thank you, Tommy. SBZ. Ryan, someone really famous on the internet said you're like a middle-aged Dennis the Menace. What do you think?
I could see
like
that.
I cause chaos and destruction. Like, I don't know what that means. I don't think I cause that much chaos. I'm not a menace. Grandmaster Chris. Even people that call me racist, there's literally black people in this chat that are fighting over me. All right. There's black people in the chat that are fighting over me. Look at Chris Bolts for 5. Not Colehauser. Ryan is my magical Negro. You can't have him. All right. There's nothing toxic about me. Grandmaster Chris, woke Hollywood and their scam consulting companies are collapsing faster than the Baltimore Bridge. Build back better. Gray Man for 2. Black Girl Magic. Tommy No Figure for 10. I'm starting a new company called Guatemalan Gamers. Go for it. You fuck dat bish for 199 says Black Girl Magic. Thank
Black
you.
Girl
Black
Magic.
Girl Magic.
There we go.
2 Olgi to assault for 2 says Ryan looking good today. It's coming from you. That doesn't mean much. Bush and Ryu Cat for 5. Ryan is right to call Ryan. Is it right to call people all over Hollywood in movies and game development a minority? Based men are the minority. People all over Hollywood in movies and games. I guess you could theorize about anything like that, but yeah. Josh W for 5. Do you think legal action will start hitting these DEI groups or the fanfic writers at Kotaku for harassment and defamation? I don't think so.
Defamation is real tough. Again, man, when you start opening that door of like, it's got to be really specific. And ultimately, I think that the market will determine the market. That's really what this comes down to. The market will determine the market. If you look at any game that has Sweet Baby Inc. Involved in it, those games are tanking. And with what Cabrutus is working on, based on what he says, there's just a lot of opportunity for just DEI. It's so weird for me to say DEI because I was a big NASCAR fan growing up, and Dale Earnhardt's team was Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. We called it DEI. Was very well known, the DEI, and now saying it with this is so weird. But yeah, so I just think the market will ultimately just it will correct itself, and that's what the market's done with Star Wars. That's what the market's done with Marvel. That's what it did with Rings of Power. People are not going to consistently support this shit. They're just not.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well talk about Star Wars because clearly their most recent trailer that came out didn't get received very positively, and the show that's going to come out in June, The Acolyte, that we've known about for forever. We all expected some backlash. We all expected it would be cringe. Jeremy, I don't think any of us expected it to be this bad. Why The Acolyte is dividing Star Wars fans. Yes, it's happening again. The first trailer for The Acolyte has divided a fan base again, but why exactly are some giving such heavy criticism for this show? Of course, one of the things they talk about, unfounded complaints of the show being woke, reveal a troubling undercurrent of racism and misogyny among some Star Wars fans. Same shit you're seeing here. Star Wars fans are so ungrateful. The Acolyte trailer achieves a disappointing milestone, and it's the fandom that being blamed to be too toxic to please. Bro, this is not just a couple people. This is not just a couple disgruntled people. This is the biggest ratio we've ever seen for a Star Wars trailer. The first Star Wars trailer to be ratioed, and way more dislikes than anything we've ever seen before.
And 9.1 million views in 7 days is not a lot, by the way. Not for a trailer for a major Star Wars show. I mean, I don't know. Go back to go back to Mandalorian season 3 and look up the numbers for the trailer for Mandalorian.
Here's Mando season 1, right? 26 million views. I pulled some of these up already because I wanted to make some comparisons, right? 22,000 dislikes for Mando season 1. What about Obi-Wan Kenobi? 19 million views 2 years ago, 25,000 dislikes. What about Ahsoka, which I think is trash? 16 million views 11 months ago, 39,000 dislikes. What about even like some of the most controversial things we've seen? Star Wars The Last Jedi trailer, 48,000 dislikes. Rise of Skywalker, though, after what happened with Last Jedi, you'd imagine Rise of Skywalker would be bad, right? 125,000. These are nothing compared to what we're seeing for The Acolyte. This is overwhelming hatred.
Yes. And as I said it during the trailer reaction. I was like, I don't know if that's going to get a ton of hate. Like, it's obviously it's all putting diversity front and center. I even did give it a couple of like minor compliments about like from a production standpoint, from that perspective, I can at least say that it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but the diversity that's on display. But I didn't think it was going to have this much backlash at all. And I'm sorry for underestimating the fans out there because I underestimated you. The fans showed up and said, no, fuck this show. This is trash. And I'm really happy to be wrong about that one because I did not see this one getting this much heat.
Yeah, and it's past the point where like articles like this are going to actually be able to do anything, because it would be one thing if there was just a YouTube videos about it or a couple comments on Twitter. This is overwhelming hatred of this thing. This is not just a couple fans. This is unlike anything we've ever seen before in a reaction to a Star Wars trailer. It's never been like this. So it's only going to get worse. The fact that this thing's coming out in June at the same time that The Boys is going to be coming out and that House of the Dragon is coming out means it's likely going to get crushed in the ratings, which is going to be exciting as fuck to see. And, there's already some people out there speculating, is there going to be a season 2? Rumors, reports, it's what? It doesn't really matter at this point. I don't think we're probably going to see a season 2, but they said the same thing about season 1. But it's coming. It's going to come out, and it's going to be a complete bastardization and a disaster.
And I do think that this is, as much as it's about this trailer, I do think it's also just a culmination of everything else, too. This trailer kind of represents pretty much everything that we've seen, because the excitement for Obi-Wan Kenobi was there initially. It was there because
for some reason, yes.
Yeah, well, but it mainly was because of Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor coming back, and you're tying to the prequels, and the prequels, regardless of what people may say, the prequels are very much loved. Time has been very good to the prequels and the prequel fandom, and so you had a lot of that going into it. And then once people actually watched it, I think they were like, "What the fuck?" And again, I believe that Obi-Wan Kenobi might be the worst thing that Disney Star Wars has ever produced, which says a lot. And I think that the Acolyte trailer is now like a culmination of just all of this, everything we've seen. I feel like wasn't the Book of Boba Fett that didn't please a lot of people, right? That pissed off a lot of people, correct?
Yeah, that was probably widely considered maybe for some people the worst one we'd seen. Yeah.
So
let me look at that. Let me look at that trailer. Let's just check it.
I'm interested in the Andor trailer too, just in terms of not dislikes but just views. Because obviously that was one that flew way under the radar for a lot of people.
So Book of Boba Fett, 11 million views, 2 years ago, 7.2 thousand dislikes. Not very many at all. Wow. What about Andor? 11 million views, 23,000 dislikes. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this is the only thing we've seen with over 100,000 was the Rise of Skywalker trailer.
Mm-hmm. And that had 50 million views, and that had 50 million views. Yikes. Yeah, it's good. Listen, this is exactly what they deserve. They deserve it. They've done this to themselves, and this is finally hitting a point where people are just completely fed up with it. So shout out to the fans.
Yep. And also shout out to everybody here. We got almost 500 people over on Rumble. We got 3,500 people over on YouTube. So almost 4,000 watching concurrently. Appreciate it. A plug, which we should probably plug more often, our friends over at Meta PCs. Shout out to Meta PCs. I think they've got a spring deal that they just started as well. So if you're looking for a computer for editing or gaming or streaming or anything in between, go check out Meta PCs. Those guys are awesome.
We are terrible at promoting stuff, and we should do a lot better job of that. But yes, you can go over there and use the promo code 199, get yourself a discount, and show some support to Meta PCs, and let them know Geeks Gamers sent you, because we do a really bad job of promoting. We need to do a better job of that. Also, go to geeksgamers.com, our website, which is currently being rebuilt, but you can make an account right now, and that will all transfer over with the new website design that we're going to have. We also have the forums over there that you can go and have conversations over there, and we're looking forward to getting everybody's feedback on the new website design whenever it does launch.
Let's catch up with some of these chats. We got Agent X for 5. You guys see the Marvel Rivals trailer? It looks pretty good. I don't think I saw that. No.
I haven't seen that. I ain't even heard about that.
Trollamity for 199. LMAO, Ash Parrish followed me on X to threaten me. Well,
that's the Verge writer.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Sir Hat for 5. I saw Kirsch was on Side Scrollers talking about Bridge. You should have her on daily. It'd be wild. Is that a VTuber?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I don't think I know too much about.
Hayden's been telling me about Kirsch for a while.
Don't think I know too much about her. JB, member for 9 months. Will someone edit the video of the black woman running the car head first with black girl gaming icon over her head? Pretty funny. Dat Boy for 5. If they want gamers to leave, I hope they're ready for modern audiences not to buy their games like how they didn't watch the Marvels. Diddler, gotta run. You gotta fly, right?
Is he like missing right now? Has he gone into hiding?
So I believe, from what I've seen, I haven't looked too deep in. I've just seen all the shit. But it looked like some people were claiming that he got stopped in Miami or whatever. But the flight path was going to, I forget the name of the place, but it's a non-extradition, like his private jet. And I think that's where people think he's at right now. He's in a, I don't remember what the fucking name of it is, but some place where there's like no extradition to the US. And I think somebody even called his pilot and like asked where he was and he refused to answer some shit. I don't know. But again, that's very much just surface level speculation. I don't know what the real answer is.
Yeah.
Taker for 2. Mo gay, more problems. Based Girl Gamers with Sydney Sweeney's tits. We welcome all gamers in our community, even Jay.
Hey, that's a group I can get behind or in front of.
Occam's Razor Ramon for 2. Was the P. Diddler straight up murdering Will Smith? Maybe. My cum smells for 2. The legend of Penday Joss will live on. Yeah, Theory pronounced, it was supposed to be Pendejos, but he said Penday Joss. Yeah. Valiant Renegade for 5. On behalf of that Park Place, we'd like to thank Black Girl Gamers for blowing so much hot air that my wife finished drying laundry in record time.
Yeah, man. They are stepping in it, man.
Josh Kelsey for 10. Thank you, Josh. Cole Hauser for 5. Hey, Chris Bolts. Ryan is my rigger, my dog, my homie, my down and out bro, my fried chicken and watermelon eating motherfucker. He's down, my rigger. 199. Thanks, Cole Hauser. Nut Bunny for 14. Acolyte trailer, a Funko Pop collection story. Cole Hauser for another 2. Ryan is my grape drank brother from another mother. Thank you. Page 1 for 199. We hated Disney Star Wars before it was cool. That's very true, actually. That's very true. Vault 95 Survival Run Rumble. Ryan, once G&G Studio move is complete, make sure you christen or rechristen Jeremy's office by knocking over his G.I. Joe figures.
Yeah, I heard that. I saw Cole Hauser send a super chat, so I did bookmark this the other day when I saw it. Darren Ravel, which is interesting. Darren Ravel tweeted this out. I don't know what he's up to these days, but I
think he still works for ESPN, right?
I don't think he works for ESPN anymore. I mean, he says it in his bio right there. Yeah. Founder of Drink Kickstand. Yeah. But so the highest graded unopened box of the USS Flag sold for $41,000. That is insane to even think that there's one that exists still in the box. I can't believe that. Like, that is the holy grail of toys right there. That is it. So unopened in the fucking box, dude. That is crazy. That's the greatest toy ever made. It's the greatest toy ever made.
Bronsonite on Rumble up for $1. The Acolyte trailer is them trying to put perfume on a fat trans pansexual pig. Star Wars is a zombie franchise, or at least in hospice. I blame Jar Jar's toxic masculinity. I blame Jar Jar as well.
Yellow Flash, how much?
Does he have one?
No, he says, here, let me find it. There it is. Yeah. So how much? I need to know. It's open though. Does it have all the parts? I don't know, man. It's going to be thousands of dollars. I've seen so many. Like, I want the Terrordrome more than I want the flag, just from a nostalgia standpoint. I always wanted the Terrordrome, but having I don't know if I even have room for the flag. I don't even know if I have room. Yeah, it is. It's like 6 feet long, the USS Flag. It's crazy.
Garfield's Bizarre Adventure for $5. Hey guys, my Hollywood sources have confirmed Jon Favreau was on set of Mando movie with his MAGA hat on. He also chanted Trump 2024. Hey, you know, these Hollywood spies, you know, what can you say? They're just 100% spot on. Thank you, Garfield. Now we know. Andy from the UK for 2. All is good. When I'm in Orlando, I will let you know.
Sounds good, brother.
Sir Hat, Jeremy saying Acolyte sounds like Alkaloid.
Acolyte.
You just say it a little weird. Say it again.
Acolyte.
Sith Lord Darth Bong. Remember for 2 months. Jeremy, where's your sign? Dan Gay Vask wants to know. What's your sign? Jaeger for 5. Book of Boba Fett pretty much proves which direction Star Wars is going. Cole Hauser for 2. Jeremy, did you see that graded flag go for 41K?
I did.
Did Diddler for 2. Come with me. Let's go. Fly away. Chaos Merchant. Remember for 7 months. Disney and Florida have settled. See Variety.
Yeah.
Florida's voice. Basically, it looks like they're dropping the lawsuits against each other. Disney is agreeing that all the last second bullshit they tried to pull with Reedy Creek is null and void. It can't happen. And they're going to have to renegotiate basically stuff that's going on in the area.
Can I say how much I like Ron DeSantis when he's just the governor of Florida? He's so much better.
And if you want.
He's so much better and focused. And this dude went national. He was a fucking clown. But as the governor of Florida, he's fantastic.
I think he's the same exact person. It's just when he's going up against Trump, you're gonna, you know, obviously that's not what you want. So
no, he's not the same person though. Like he's not.
He has the same policy positions. He wants to do the same things. Yes.
No, he's not, dude. Like as soon as he stepped away from all that with all of those neocons in his fucking ear, he was doing like selfie videos again. It was all relatable. He was talking about things he was going to do. He was talking about all these actions he's going to take. When he was running for president, he was a fucking clown. Like this dude went from 35% of the vote to like less than 10. It ain't just me. Like he lost all of his support. He was objectively the worst candidate in the entire field. Like Vivek went from 0 to like 8 or 9%. Nikki Haley went from 0 to like 8 or 9%. DeSantis went from neck and neck with Trump to like nobody fucking cared about him. He got annihilated. He embarrassed himself. So he should just stay in line. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, bend the knee. Kurt Angle stare for 2. ... Thank you. Cole Hauser for 2. I have the Terror Dome. The flag is 7.5 feet. The Terror Dome. Sorry. I have the Terror Dome. Okay.
Terror Drome.
Terror Drome. The flag is 7.5 feet.
Is it 7.5?
Thank you, Cole Hauser. And we're all caught up.
There we go. All right. So another Geeks and Gamers daily in the books. Thank you guys so much for your support. We appreciate it. We had a great Tuesday night's main event last night. Really appreciate Valiant Renegade and John F. Trent coming on. Shout out to that Park Place and to everybody out there that's standing up against this bullshit. More videos I will be making here on this channel. I have Cobra Cast tonight on my D-Day Cobra channel, where I'll do a recap of everything going on that I missed the last few days. And then, of course, me and Ryan are playing Helldivers 2 tomorrow night, and Ryan is going to cancel all of his plans, and we're going to play all night Helldivers. We're going to cancel daily for the following Friday. We're just going to we're going to do like 24-hour stream of Helldivers, right, Ryan?
No, that's not going to happen. Orozco for $5 says, "Are you retarded?" Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great day, and we'll talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.